Following the 2019 death of Jeffrey Epstein, more than 20 victims stepped forward to have their day in court. Among them was Anouska DiGiorgio, the first British victim to come forward. DiGiorgio accused Epstein of grooming and raping her for several years, beginning in her teens. As NBC News reported, in the 1990s, DiGiorgio was a teenage model from an affluent family in London. Lured into Jeffrey Epstein's orbit, she was soon being flown to Epstein's properties around the world. The grooming was subtle and persistent. "By the time I was being raped, it was too late," DiGiorgio told NBC. British media also covered her story. The Sun called her a Playboy model who had revealed how Epstein's cronies and enablers would turn a blind eye to his brazen abuse of vulnerable young girls. Sky News discussed her acting work, including a role in the 2004 Jude Law film Alfie, and her dating history, including a 2010 relationship with David Hasselhoff. 2019 was not the first time DiGiorgio's dating life had been of interest to the British media. In 1997, the UK's Sunday Mirror reported that the 20-year-old had been introduced to the 51-year-old Donald Trump by Ghislaine Maxwell. Soon after, the three flew to Mar-a-Lago for a, quote, happy weekend, after which DiGiorgio was installed in a Trump apartment in New York City. In 2019, despite extensive media coverage of DiGiorgio's accusations, journalists failed to reveal that DiGiorgio had had a relationship with Trump immediately after her ordeal with Epstein. Given the fact Trump was president at the time, a known associate of Epstein, a frequent attendee at Epstein's sex parties, and a man who himself had been credibly accused of raping a 13-year-old girl at Epstein's New York home in 1994, this journalistic failure is inexcusable. Let's be clear what happened. As a teenager, DiGiorgio was groomed and raped by Epstein. At the age of 20, she was passed along to Trump by Epstein accomplice Maxwell, flown to Mar-a-Lago, ensconced in a Trump apartment in New York, and then presented to the world as Trump's new girlfriend. Joining the dots here isn't difficult. When it comes to DiGiorgio, there's an Epstein dot, a Maxwell dot, and a Trump dot. How difficult would it have been to connect them?